Okay, the easy parts are done. Let's work on the parts now that will make my brain hurt.
So in this tutorial I'm gonna show you how you can draw your own glitch drawings. So I'm gonna explain the whole method step by step that's behind this type of glitch drawing. So I hope you find this tutorial useful, and if you do, a thumbs up would be absolutely awesome. Also make sure to watch till the end because I have some announcements that you might be interested in. So yeah, enjoy the tutorial. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe of course so you don't miss out on future tutorials. Alright, I suggest we jump right into the first step of making this glitch drawing. So let's kick things off by grabbing ourselves a scrap piece of paper, because
the first step we have to do in the process of making this glitch drawing is to sketch a model.
When you're working out your design, you have to keep two main things in mind. The first thing you have to realize is that we're not creating line art here. Instead, we'll work with areas of solid color. So when sketching, just create the contour lines for the surfaces and know that they will be filled in the end with color.
And then the second thing you need to keep in mind is to make it simple. And trust me when I say make it simple, because it can become very difficult very fast in the next couple of steps. So the sketch is done, and the next phase is to ink this drawing, and that's step number 2. So yeah, let's go.
This step is very obvious and doesn't need a lot of explanation. We're simply gonna ink what we've just created.
Just like that, we've completed step 2 from the tutorial.
And step 3, the real work can begin, because we're gonna create the final glitch sketch. First of all, you're gonna need a new piece of paper.
Next step is to duplicate this image a couple of times on this new piece of paper, so we have 3 images that are overlapping.
To duplicate the design, I'm gonna use a light pad and trace our model we've just created.
And now I move this thing a little bit, just like this. This will do.
If you don't have a light pad like this, you can always use your window as a sort of light and it will work the exact same way.
That's 2 out of 3. Let's do the final one. So I want to point out that the way you stack the 3 identical images is completely up to you. I've done it, for example, like this, but it's also possible to do it like this, or even like this, or in this way. I mean, that's completely up to you. And this will of course look slightly different every time, but I assure you that whatever you choose, it will look good. So another thing I want to mention is that you can actually distort this image a little bit more. Just like you see over here, you have these bits and pieces flying around and these gaps. I'm not gonna distort this image like I've done over here. But if you wanna do it like this, go to the right upper corner. There you'll find my previous glitch tutorial. And I believe it's step number 3 where I explain how you can distort the image.
Alright, since that being said, the absolute most fun part can begin, and that's adding in the colors.
So now it's time for the 4th and actually final step of this tutorial. Now we have to color in our sketch we've just made, but to do so you have to understand a little bit more about the inner workings of color. So let me explain this.
So in essence you have 3 primary colors. You have green, you have red and you have blue. And when you combine those 3 colors you create new colors. Yellow, magenta, cyan, and the combination of all colors create white.
But since we're working on a white piece of paper and not a black piece of paper, we simply have to invert the colors.
Just like you see on the screen right now. Since we have already created our 3 identical images that overlap, we can simply follow the template from the circles to color in our sketch. I'm using Posca markers here, but you can choose whatever medium you want to color in the sketch.
The two most easy parts are done. Let's work on the skull now. It's gonna be a bit more difficult, but not too much, I guess. So yeah, let's go. Okay, the easy parts are done. Let's work on the parts now that will make my brain hurt.
So this is exactly why I said that you shouldn't make it too difficult for yourself, because these details are significantly more difficult than what I've done so far in this drawing.
We're coming close to an end here.
Well, here you go, that was the entire tutorial. If you're gonna create your own glitch drawing, make sure to share it with me, because I'm very curious about your creation. So make sure to use the hashtag Bamsway on Instagram and make sure to tag me in the image as well. I share a lot of your creations in my Instagram story, so if you want to be featured over there, that's the way to go. So I wish you all good luck, and then we see each other in a couple of days in a new video. So yeah, take care.